barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I want to do a recap as I always do. Don't mind the fatigue in my voice, man. Yeah, I know I didn't sleep at all this week. I think I slept a total of 5 hours, 6 hours this weekend. I got there Thursday, but I just want to recap it and give you guys as much inside information as not information, but it's not much, but just the feel of the weekend. You know, um, I'm gonna talk about Thursday morning. I get to the airport Thursday morning, and I catch a 5:40 flight, and it's about 5:20, right? And we're about to get on the plane, and Sam Watson come pulling out. I'm like, oh damn, me and Sam on the same flight. So that's how the weekend started. And with that being said, that lets you know that it was gonna be a hell of a weekend. It was gonna be fun, man. And it was just a hell of a plane ride. You know, we end up catching the shuttle over, end up saving $25 because I caught the shuttle with the PBC and all that. And so that just goes to show you. I mean, you guys might think much, but I'm just talking about just the energy and the synergy of it, man. I got a ride to my hotel. Check-in was easy. 4-star hotel. I don't know if it's 4 or 5-star hotel. 4-star Omni Hotel. And as soon as I get there, I look out my window. I see the Cowboys practicing. I see the facilities. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. You know what I mean? And it was like how the space that I'm in is one man's imagination. You know, who gives a fuck if he's white? We're not gonna talk about how he feels. We're just gonna talk about this man created an entire city based off his imagination. You understand? That's like a little cowboy city. Everywhere you go has a star on it. You know, they have a external walk of fame down in the city corridor. They have a field, a Cowboys field where the kids and tourists and Cowboy fans can play. You guys saw that in my video. If not, go to my Instagram and you'll see some things to substantiate what I'm saying today. I did a lot of posts on Instagram so you guys can get a feel what's going on this weekend. And it was just really, really cool. And then the press conference was at 2. I checked in at 11, so it was go time from the moment I got there. And when I got there, it was official. It was official. Ocampo was like a wet dog after sunset. You know what I mean? That motherfucker was shaking. He had no chance. He was just happy, man. I mean, he was stuttering in Spanish. Like, I never, I don't know if you are stuttering in Spanish, but his eyes was wide open, and I was like, oh my God, this shit is about to be a wash. And I ended up doing a video of the boxing voice, and it was just hilarious, man. He had literally no chance, man, none whatsoever. And so it was what I thought it was before I even booked to go. I said it's a celebration of Errol Spence. It's his quote unquote, aka Nipsey Hussle, if I may borrow it. It's his victory lap, and every fighter deserves it. When you go 20 years and you win a championship, you deserve a bum fight. And I know fans may disagree, but that's just how I feel. It was his celebration. It took 20 years. We saw Errol Spence for really, really cheap. $10 a ticket, $15 a ticket. And now it was our turn to pay it for, although I didn't pay for a ticket, but actually, hotels and all that. So I did pay it forward. You understand what I'm saying? So it was time for Errol Spence fans to pay premium price and say thank you, for being a city kid. So we did all that. Thursday, Thursday. Oh, and then I hung out and bumped into some friends that I've known, the media and stuff. And we went to Jim Gray's. Jim Gray was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I was fortunate enough to be able to. Well, you guys know my. So I was invited, but by Jim Gray and everyone to go watch it was like a 15-20 minute. It was private, so I couldn't be a media member. I had to be like an ally or a friend, and it was beautiful, man. Go watch my Jim Gray interview. It's funny. I swear to God, there is at least everybody who hears this video. there's at least 5 Jim Gray interviews you can remember word for word. I can guarantee you. And you probably can't see it because you haven't seen a collaboration, right? You haven't seen them all in a collage, so you have no idea. But I'm sitting there like, God damn, I know this shit word for word. You know what I mean? And it was just an extraordinary feeling, man. And I forget what did I do Thursday night. Um, Sam Watson's lawyer was in town, and we all hang out because there's so many events that Sam's put together between his baseball games, the Drew League games. He does a lot of giveaways and stuff like that. So um, that's what it was. So um, yeah, man. So that's what it was. It was a great time. Thursday night, man, this shit is bleeding in. Thursday night. Oh, Thursday night I hung out. We went out to like oh my gosh. We went out somewhere in that corridor in Frisco, Texas. And then Thursday night things started pouring and the fans started coming in Thursday night, off their flights, and they started checking in. And this is where I want to go with this video. I'll do a quick overview, then I'll digress back. But I want to talk about trust and humanity. You know what I mean? So Friday, I wake up. My whole day is planned around going to see JFK. I'm like galvanizing. I'm like gathering everyone in the hotel. You going to see JFK? You going to see JFK? You going to see JFK? Like for real, for real. Like that's all I want to do. I was a history major in college. Some of you don't know, and I was just, and I mean, like that JFK movie by Oliver Stone just fucking captivated me when I was a young high school lad. And so we did the weigh-in. Weigh-in was hot as shit. It was so, guys, I couldn't get footage because my cameras it was an outdoor weigh-in. My cameras overheated. So every time I hit power, so some of you guys may say, some of you guys may not know, but because you guys know I'm really, really, I hold myself accountable for getting you guys as much footage as possible, but my cameras overheated. It was just no way I could, every time I hit record, it would cut off and says temperature too hot, overheating, whatever the case may be. So between my phone camera and my actual Canon 5D, everything went bad. So the only thing I could do really, my laptop didn't get hot, and you guys got the weigh in. So that's the best I could do because it was so hot. It was well over 100 degrees on that AstroTurf. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it was. And then we went straight to the JFK. I went with Sam's lawyer, Ron, and we did that. Ron and his girl. Go to my Instagram. You'll see us eating, but I'll get there in a minute. And we went straight we spent about 2.5 hours, 3 hours at the JFK thing, and it was what it was, man. To me, it validated what I believe anyway. Lee Harvey Oswald either wasn't a part of the shooting, and two, definitely wasn't the lone shooter, because the right turn alone invalidates the argument, because he can't shoot from the shot just based off of that turn. You understand what I'm saying? And I should have I should have showed you guys. I should have walked it on the video so you guys could have seen it and posted it, but it's just no way. And when Jacqueline O'Kennedy jumps to the back to grab his brain and his head snaps back, that leads you to believe that someone from the front shot JFK. And I 100% believe that. And they show you the X's where he had the first shot and the fatal shot. And but I mean, both shots were fatal. He wasn't going to survive either of the two, I believe, because he would have choked on his own blood by the time they got to the hospital, obviously. So, but so we did that, and then we were going to go to. I was in contact with Black Fight Fan throughout the day as well. This is weigh-in day, Friday, and so we agree to do barbecue, right? And I always want to tell you guys, this is just small examples of trust and humanity, and so um, so we So he's in contact with me, and you guys know I want to go to a barbecue spot. So we're in contact, and I said I want to go to a black-owned barbecue spot, but because of traffic, we can't we can't get there because we're coming from different sections of the city, right? So I was scheduled to meet Black Fight Fan somewhere, and it was just a great time, and um, it was just cool. So we agreed to meet at a barbecue spot. Now Black Fight Fan forgot that he had sent me an address to a barbecue spot. It was called Hard Eight. So we go there. I go there, and I'm like, I'm here. He's like, you don't see me with my daughters? I'm like, no, I don't see you, dog. And I end up. He forgot that he had sent me that one. He had went to another one because he went to the one closest to our hotel. So, and always trust humanity. And this is why when small things like this, from Sam Watson being on the same plane as me saving $20 on to get the Uber or the Lyft to get to the hotel, and then this part right here. So I go to the wrong. Well, I didn't go to the wrong. He forgot. Maybe he forgot. I don't know. But I punch in the address, and me and lawyer, I call him Lawyer Ron. You know what I mean? And so we agree to. And this girl, we just go, and I get him. I don't see him. He said, "Where you at?" And I said, "Oh shit, it's a chain of Hard Eight barbecue spots, right?" So I says, "Okay, don't worry about it. I'll come to you." And simultaneously, I'm getting a text from some friends that fight week. You know what I mean? Like it's like a traveling circus, right? And so there's some friends. There was actually their both names was Keisha, and they was like, "Are you still going to barbecue?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so we go to so they say, "Where you at?" They say, "I'm at the one that Black Fight Fan is at." They didn't know each other, but I'm at that one, right? So we was like, "Okay, we'll just get back in the car and go to where you're at." And it worked out perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? We all came in together and had a great time. Fellowship, and the barbecue was good. You understand what I'm saying? It was just a great time, man. And we fellowship about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It was extraordinary. And you guys see it on Black Fight Fans video of him, the barbecue. You see it. You guys already saw it on my YouTube page. It was just super super dope. And uh, and, and I just want to talk about like, oh, I'll give my message after I give my recap because you guys know I go off on a tangent and come back 8 minutes later. So we do that, and I get back to the hotel, and me and Black Fight Fans say we're gonna hook up tomorrow, la di da, la di da, la di da, right? So we do that, and we get back to the hotel, and we give thanks. Black Fight Fan is a cool dude. He was a great vanguard of y'all city in Dallas, and it was just cool. So fast forward, no, so Thursday night I get back. Everybody got plans, right? I have options to go to the Texas Rangers game. I can get tickets there. It was just so much going on. I didn't know Nipsey fucking Hussle was there until I went to Instagram like at 1 o'clock in the morning. He was like, "Dallas, you guys were dope," and I was like, "Fuck, I could have went and saw Nipsey Hussle." But here's how it's amazing. Nipsey Hussle is. I knew this. I already got not already have tickets, but my schedule, my Google schedule already has Nipsey Hussle this upcoming Saturday. So I would have went and saw Nipsey Hussle and again saw him this Saturday here in LA because you always want to see a guy in his hometown like Errol Spence in Dallas. So I would have still went. But here's the most powerful thing. Um, February, I wanted to go see the Whalers, right? I want my best friend since high school, 16 years old, right? We've been down. I mean, when he and I was scraping pennies underneath the fucking wash machine, right? And so he didn't want to go that night. And I'm like, dude, why you don't want to go? And I had to go out of town or something like that. So it kind of worked out. I would have to rush to I would have to change my schedule a little bit. But since I know my brother's Jamaican and the Whalers are what the Pips were to Gladys Knight, you understand what I'm saying? So what Ron Isley is to the, what was it? Frankie, excuse me, Frank Beverly and Mays. You guys get what I'm saying? So that's who the Whalers were in terms of Jamaican music. You guys know this shit already. So he declines to go, and I have to go, and so it didn't work out that night. So I go down to the concierge Friday night, and I'm like, "Is there any live entertainment?" I don't do clubs and shit, right? Not as much, right? Not unless it's a group effort, right? Then I would sacrifice my personal intentions for the group. But since I'm rolling, so I reach out and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna go to this live entertainment bar," and she gave me a number. So I called a number, and so I called them. I says, "Do you guys have live entertainment?" They're like, "Yeah," and they're like, I was like, "Okay, who's performing tonight?" Because I just think I think I'm going to see a house band. And they say, the Wailers. I'm like, what the fuck? I was there in 13 to 15 minutes. I called everybody. I'm like, I'm going to see the Wailers. You in or you out? Let's go. And so we ended up going to see the Wailers. It was extraordinary. You guys see all this on my Instagram. And uh, that was just amazing how the energy is conforming to what you inherently want, right? And so from Sam Watson being on the same with me saving $20, me going to see Jeff, you guys get where I'm going with this. So just put the pieces together. So Saturday, so I do that, and then it's bed, go to bed, and I can't sleep. It's Saturday. I did a video, 40-minute video. I just don't sleep. Everybody, if you know me real intimately, like really, really, I mean, you guys know me. You guys know my character just off this channel. Also, if you deal with me on an everyday basis and you've argued with me, you've debated with me, you've hung out with me, you know I don't fucking sleep. And maybe it'll catch up with me when I'm 60, 65 years old. I may have bloodshot red eyes. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? But I literally can go a full day sleeping between 2 and 4 hours a day. It's I don't know why. I don't know why, but it just is. So Saturday morning, Saturday, I do the video, and I let me open this. So it's Saturday, and it's fight day, fight night, fight day, and Black Fight Fan hit me right. This is how the universe conforms, and I'm thinking the motherfucker gonna call me at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, it's on you. I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. We'll do it. It's your city. I'm ready. So he texts me, says, so he comes at about 11, right? And I thought he was gonna be there like at 9:30, right? I'm talking about energy, trust in the universe, and everything conforms to you. So we hook up around 11:30, and I run and go get a smoothie, right? Because they have the Dallas practice, so they have a gym. I would assume where all the Cowboys work out at, or maybe I don't know, or the families work. I don't know, the wives. I don't know, but it's ginormous. It's huge. So I'm walking across the field, and Sam is there, and I get a text from Black Fight Fan. I'm here, or a phone call, whatever. I'm like, oh shit, and me and Black Fight Fan talk every so often, and I know he wanted to meet Sam Watson. And I was like, oh shit, Sam is right here. And I saw Sam completely by accident because Sam and I aren't staying at the same hotel. So I'm like, oh damn. Black Fight Fan, come right around the corner, and Sam Watson is right here. And you guys saw the video on his channel. You guys go to his channel, you'll see the video. I'm like, perfect. I can kill two birds with one stone. Works out perfect. So we do all this, and he gets to meet him. He's like, you want? And I get in the truck. Where are we going? I don't know where the fuck we going. We get him. We roll. So he takes me, and he takes me through the tour of his city, and I'm like, oh damn, like this is his hood. Like I always do that too when my family comes to town. Like I'm gonna do this with my son 2,000 times. It's gonna piss him the fuck off. I'm gonna just show him like my life, and he's gonna take great pride in it when I'm dead, and he has his kid, and he becomes a grandfather. He's gonna tell these same these stories, so I know how valuable it is. But so we rolling through Dallas, and I don't know I really don't know which direction I'm going. I have no idea. So I so I'm just in his passenger seat, and we fucking rolling. He's taking me through like his life, basically through his neighborhood, and then we end up at a real estate class, and I'm like, oh, this is cool, because truth be told, guys, you guys know I have property here in Los Angeles, and you guys, for the most part, know I do very well. But I've always wanted to take my LA money and invest it in another community, because the price points is extremely different. If you guys know the LA market, if you don't know, just go to any real estate website and you'll see a zero difference, like 50,000 to 500,000, right? But I've never been an absentee landowner, so I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying? So I don't know that field, but I know without a shadow of a doubt, over the next 10, 15 years, I can literally develop a not a neighborhood, but at the bare minimum, a block in a impoverished area, whether it be in these smaller markets. You guys know what I'm saying, like the Dallas, the Ohio's, the Detroits, the Baltimores, the Dallases, and so I went to the real estate class, and I was just overly impressed because I went to a class with a one stop shop guy. Ended up being Black Fight Fan's mom. It was extraordinary. Met his brother, who's a huge Charlo fan, and it was just great. It was extraordinary, man. And I thank Black Fight Fan for being open and allowing me to meet his mother and his family. It was just cool, and so we did that, and I was sitting there like, damn, how did Black Fight Fan know my spirit? Like, we never talked about this. Like, I was like it was dormant though. It was dormant in my spirit. It wasn't like I was something I was actively pursuing because you get comfortable. You get comfortable, right? And so we did that. It's fight day, so we end up going. So I'm gonna wrap all this up in my final dissertation, right? So so we go back, and I don't know. Did I eat? I don't know if I ate before the fight. Oh yeah, he took me to Whataburger because you can't go to Dallas without going to Whataburger. So we ended up going to Whataburger. It's like 3 o'clock, and we I don't know what I did after that. Um, I probably I hung out with Ellie. I ended up hanging out with Ellie in the hotel lobby, and this is when it just the floodgates just fucking opened up with y'all. Man, I met so many of y'all. I'm not gonna even mention y'all name. I know them in my head, but I'm not gonna be able to name it off. As you guys, I'm having a problem remembering where I was at a certain time. But this is where I want you guys to. I'm gonna get into the narrative. No, I'll finish the fight. So, anyways, so it's fight day. I go in and it's just fun, man. It's just fucking amazing. Um, um, I go in and it's uh, the fights were okay, but the energy, the anticipation of Errol Spence making his hometown appearance is just beautiful. And he goes in and knocks the guy out, and you can see Errol Spence like, "Come on, man, get it." You can see it from when the guy is kind of like, "Come on, man," and they start showing up. Let me just give you a understanding what's going on. It feels like you're on a football field watching a a boxing match because the seats are linear. The seats are straight. It doesn't wrap around. You guys understand what I'm saying? And there's a lot of room. So, but it was a blast. It was fun. Errol Spence knocked the guy out the first round, and I met so many of many of many of y'all, us subscribers, friends, whatever y'all want to title y'all want to give yourselves, man. I accept it, and end up going to the press conference. We all went into the press conference, man. Hung out with Black Fight Fan at the press conference. It was fun. Hung out with Sam Watson. It was pretty dope, man. And I should have took more pictures, man. But when you hustling and working, you got I should have took uh more pictures so I can encapsulate that moment when I look at it 20 years from now. I'm like, man, I remember that Saturday night in Dallas, Texas, June 16th, 2028. So now it's time to start wrapping up and say goodbye. So we end up going to dinner. We end up going to dinner in that town, right? And and end up bumping into Derek James. We spoke for like 10 minutes. Michael Irvin was eating on the other side of us. I used to party with Michael Irvin a lot in the city here in LA. I would probably spent this. Maybe he didn't have to go to voluntary OTAs. You know what I mean? So he would come to LA, and I would see him a lot. And I would see him in the club a lot. I would never party with him intentionally, but I mean, LA is LA. I would see him a lot in the clubs and stuff like that. So we saw Michael Irvin, we saw all of PBC, and everyone else was just eating dinner at this place, and I spoke to all of them, and it was just a great time. And and that was the night we hung out. I went to dinner with Sam Watson. Obviously, you guys know. No, you guys don't know, but yeah. So did that, and it was just a celebratory type of event. The shit lasted one round, and everyone is satisfied. Everyone is happy. So now it's time to say goodbye. My body started breaking down, and I had a so end up now it's time to go to the hotel and get my shit and get the fuck out of there. So, and I'm at the hotel. I'm at the airport by like 4:30, and then Sam Watson is right behind me. We take separate cars. We had separate hotels, and then we just head on back to LA. And we Sam and I end up going to, since we were on the same plane. He parked his car, so he just took me home. and we went to the International House of Pancakes. And for those of you who don't know, Sam flew his auntie out and his mother out that weekend. So I mean, it was like just a family feel, extraordinary time. So I just want to talk about what I want to talk about trusting humanity. You know, we we get so boxed in by the news, by player haters, not trusting one another. There's so many, we can give so many different reasons why we shouldn't trust humanity, right? You know, we got haters. They don't want to see you win. You know, you guys see all the memes and shit on social media and throughout your lives, your neighborhood. But I shook over 100 hands, gave hugs, gave not kisses, but yeah, literally kissed one of the fans. She actually posted it too on the cheek, obviously. But but it was just extraordinary, man. The amount of humanity, positive humanity. I trusted hundreds of perfect strangers this weekend and had one of the best time. The funny thing is, every time I go now, because the channel is growing, every city I go to, it's growing, more and more people, man. And you guys aren't coming to me from a boxing standpoint. You guys are coming to me as men, and that's where I want to talk about trust and humanity, because I shook and hugged y'all hands, and it was just like perfect strangers, and it was positive. I had no fear. Like honestly, I not fear. That's but like, when there's a certain element in growing up poor, right? About being in a non-familiar environment, which puts you in the psyche of protect yourself. I wasn't worried at all. I wasn't worried 9,000 about nobody harming me. All I felt was love. All I felt was positive energy. And I met over, when I say 100, nigga, I that's the first time I said nigga on this video. Pretty good. So that was, I couldn't walk up an owl, in the arena without 2 to 3, maybe 4 people coming. Barbershop? I'm like, yeah. How the heck? Like, it's the craziest shit to me. To me, it's the craziest shit ever. And I was talking to a subscriber from Houston. Real recognize real, man. And it's man, it was just a beautiful thing, man. I don't care what your life puts you through, what you're going through, what you're fighting with, how great your life is, how much money you have, how many homes you have, how many cars you have, or how many cars you don't have, wherever you position you are in your life, don't ever, 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 ever give up on the spirit of humanity. And that's what this weekend was about. Sam is worth 10 times more money than what I have. And it was just amazing how he's always wanting to give. Like, I always offered to give. Sam never takes it, never does it. Black Fight fan, just picked me up, never wanted anything. The subscribers offering me whatever I needed, offering me, hey, you need a car while you're here? I said, no, I'm good, man. You hungry? No, I'm good, man. I just want to substantiate the power of humanity, because we can cocoon ourselves in watching our local news, and this motherfucker done shot this motherfucker, he done robbed this motherfucker, he done raped this girl, and the world is caving in, Sodom and Gomorrah's in every city in America. We can fall into that cocoon, but in reality, it's a beautiful thing when you can just be transparent, vulnerable, open at the same time, and trusting humanity. And that's what this video is about, man. Encourage you guys. I'm not saying be a fool, you know what I mean? But trust humanity, man. And it was just a great time, man. Great weekend. Extraordinary. I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. It wasn't about the money. I didn't care about I didn't care about money at all this weekend. I just wanted to love on everyone who loved on me. If you didn't love on me, I don't care. I was gonna give you love anyway. You understand what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. and then to see how Earl Spence felt, it was just cool, man. It was cool, and I'm happy for him. I want him to continue to grow. I want y'all to continue to grow. I want me to continue to grow. I want everyone to continue to grow. It was, man. It was all about the power of humanity this weekend. It wasn't great boxing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Say boxing was great. It was about the spirit of humanity. People celebrating the success of Earl Spence and me having these small vignettes in life about how powerful we are, about love, and when we're in the spirit of just wanting to be a part of and affect other people's lives. You understand what I'm saying? It was just a beautiful thing, man. And so that's it, man. I just want to say thank you guys. You guys are extraordinary. I shook your hand and I said I love y'all, man. Like for real, I want all of us to win. This is it's special for me, man. Like and I get a little emotional about it in times like this, like when perfect strangers want you. You know what I mean? Like be vulnerable and like I'd be vulnerable and open. You if you go watch my Deontay Wilder video that I did on the Boxing Voice, you know what I mean? Go watch that video. You'll if you don't know about my background, about like where I stand on certain things and the feel I get. Do that and that'll give you guys some insight. You know what I mean? That's the first time I've ever been on the Boxing Voice website, man. I thought that was pretty cool of Ness and his guy Aaron to actually allow me to be a part of that. I just want to say thank you for that, man. Um, it took us some time to get to that space where I can actually be on the Boxing Voice. I don't get into the true details publicly because it's nothing for y'all to understand. But so thank you to Ness, thank you to the Boxing Voice, man. And that's the power of humanity, man. All week, and I saw the Whalers, man. That was a bucket list item for me, man. That's as close as I can get to Bob Marley. You understand? So it's like if Marvin Gaye had a group. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So uh, that's as close as I can get to him. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversation, man. Do not give up on humanity. I didn't say be a fool. Do not give up on the power of humanity, man. Our spirits are aligned to a higher power. We are humans, we are spirits, spiritual beings, moonlighting as human beings, and that's the real, man. And it was just a great weekend. Everything happened, everything that we wanted to at the base of it happened, but it overflowed so much, man. You know, it was just good times, man. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations. I'm gonna upload this video. It's 10:26 here in LA, and I couldn't keep my eyes open. My body was so tired, so tired, man. I was dozing off. I know it's Father's Day, but Father's Day was about catching up on some sleep. And I'll say this to man, Nas. I haven't listened to your album yet. Jay-Z drops an album, and I thought that was comical because the Jay-Z Nas beef. I'm pretty sure it wasn't about that. He's on tour and he got to get this album out so he can sell the units. I'm sure that's the reason. But I thought that was funny. And you know how powerful Jay-Z is in my life. I listened to the Nas album, but I haven't re-listened to it, right? But I haven't listened to it in a space where I can receive it. Like I haven't listened to the Jay-Z album where I can receive it, but I've had it on a repeat all day. So that tells you, like, I'm not gonna be able to get to the Nas album until like next week sometime because I'm gonna be like breaking down all the lyrics and shit in the Jay-Z album, and you guys know Carcino is always gonna break down albums and stuff, so I'll go to his channel and listen to the breakdowns of the albums and all that. But anyways, man, this message is about love, trust humanity. I know we have every right not to trust them, but at the end of the day, trust humanity, and it fucking works out beautifully, man. Between the DC trip, my last Brooklyn trip, wow, wow, wow. And by the looks of it, I'll be going back down to Dallas. I'll be going back down to DC, you know, and that'll be true. So anyways, man, barbershop conversation, man. It's all love. I truly and genuinely appreciate you guys. I know everyone says it's overstated, but just think whatever I'm saying now is times 100. All right, just think of it that like Like I'm overflowed with joy and respect and admiration for everyone, you know. And thanks to Black Fight Fan for showing me his town. Thanks for everyone allowing me to be overly comfortable and vulnerable and open with you guys in y'all town, in y'all city, man. It was just people driving in from, I had subscribers driving in from Memphis, St. Louis, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, El Paso. Like, just beautiful, man. Barbershop conversations, man. I appreciate you guys. Peace, guys.